What if you were literally on the threshold of one of the biggest breakthroughs in your life? Like not only your life, but like in the history of your soul, in your soul's trajectory back to its source. What if you were standing on the threshold of some major, massive shift beyond comprehension, and all you needed was to be pushed across to the other side? Like the difference would be night and day from how you exist now to how you exist after. It's like basically there's this whole frequency domain of being, a way of being that is beyond comprehension. It's like being high on life, having dormant abilities that are enfolded within us, activated, that makes us able to navigate essentially this three-dimensional reality like gods. Not in a sense like biblical God or oppressive God that we've been conditioned to believe by religion, but rather an enlightened being, a self-realized being, a perfected being that understands this physical universe is a dream. We all essentially create our own reality, and that way of being is not just a fairy tale. That is a real state of being. These stories we hear throughout history, the Buddha, the Christ, the Krishna, other perfected beings, other avatars throughout ages, these are real cases, real stories. There is truth to them. In this video, I just want to talk real quick about my second book, and I've got 3 books that I published. They're on Amazon. I'll leave a link to get this in the comments. But basically, what I'm going to cover in this video and what's in this book, the Awakening from Amnesia, the Mind, Body, Spirit Revolution, which is motivation, inspiration, meditation, and transformation. How to look and feel amazing at any age. I am 44 years old. Now, I know I don't look like a spring chicken. I know I don't look like I'm in my 20s. But for someone who spent 20 years in hardcore alcoholism and drug addiction, literally trying to die, everyone is around me is kind of amazed that not only am I in great health, which the doctors thought I'd be dead by now. I thought I'd have been dead years ago, which is why I got sober, was because I realized I wasn't going to die. That the universe, consciousness, my higher self has a purpose for my life. And that's kind of what this is to fulfill that purpose and to work with people like you who are watching this video who maybe need that push or is looking for that extra, guidance. It's all within. But it helps to have people who have traversed the path, who are on the path and are looking to help others, because we're all one. Humanity is one tribe. Awakening is here. There's no stopping what's coming. We're going to speak our truth. We're going to stand in our truth. It's time to stop consuming. It's time to stop being a passive bystander or a consumer. You know, it's time to take an active role in what's unfolding on this planet, and I'm honored to do that, and I hope you are too. But in this book, I kind of talk about how I combine ancient Eastern spiritual disciplines such as meditation, yoga, breath work, mantra, prayer. That's huge. Constant prayer, seeking guidance from above. Combine all these: cold exposure, fasting, semen retention. Now, I'm not saying everybody has to do all this. The main thing I'm aiming for is cellular health. Optimizing cellular health, protecting my DNA, protecting the telomeres, protecting the code. That is what is generating this hologram, this simulated reality that we're living in. We are projecting it, each of us. We are the individual conscious being consists of the entire universe in a microcosmic form. This is the absolute truth. Do you reckon yourself to be a puny form when the entire universe is enfolded within you? If you're listening to this, you're not listening to this by chance or coincidence, man. And I'm not putting it out there by chance or coincidence. We're all one. You stumbled across this video for a reason. You know that there is a better life for you. And if you are like me, you had to go through years of pain and suffering. Maybe you're still going through it. What I can tell you is the road ahead, it may not be perfect, right? But when we shed our ego, when I give you the tools to shed your ego and to abide in truth, life is a dream. It becomes effortless. We complete our evolutionary journey. We start living from this and stop overthinking and operating from this. We start manifesting effortlessly. Life is a dream. We can create our own reality And we are eternal spiritual beings having a very temporary human experience. What I learned in active addiction and what I bring to the table that others don't is the distinct knowing and understanding, not only through extensive drug use and psychedelic use, but also multiple near-death experiences. I call them near-death, but I literally actually died, went to the other side, and was brought back. It's a miracle I'm alive. So what I bring to the table is a unique understanding of consciousness, of what it takes to transcend the limitations of this mind-body entity, the data collecting vehicle, the understanding actually that the ego, the individual, serves consciousness. Plant medicine is great. It's helped a lot of people, but as someone in recovery, I can no longer partake. And what I can tell you is that it gets you to that state of oneness, but you're booted right back out, and you're lucky if you can integrate anything that you incorporate. It's helpful if you need healing, if you've got PTSD. I think it's a crime that psychedelics are illegal. But what I can tell you is that there is essentially no death. The pattern of the whole is encoded in every part. They knew this for thousands of years in the East. Concealed beneath the curtain of every atom lies the life-increasing beauty of the face of the beloved. Everything is God. The oneness, in order to know itself, projects the universe out of itself, projects you out of itself, veils its true nature. That veil is there intentionally. And for a lot of people, to have it removed would be extremely destabilizing. But some people, they don't have that luxury. It needs to be removed so they can have healing done. For me, I'm able to endogenously produce these chemicals. If you watch Wim Hof or Joe Dispenza or some of these amazing teachers on the global stage, they've taught me, they've helped me. That's what the beauty of this technology, of this awakening is that we all have access to all the world's information now. So if you are seeking the truth, you can find it, and it will lead you to learning how to self-regulate, how to produce these chemicals endogenously. So everything in nature is essentially evolving. It lives in harmony with its environment, harmony being a relative word, meaning that the natural environment is harsh. Species evolve through natural selection. They're constantly being challenged by the environment. Humans, at the apex of evolution, despite our highly evolved intellects, believe ourselves to be separate from nature. Not everyone, but for whatever reason, the masses do not see that we need to coexist with the natural environment, that we are the earth. We need to take care of Mother Nature. It's not a means to an end to exploitation. So we have ceased to evolve. What we need to do, what I had to do to continue evolving, is challenging the physical organism through cold exposure, through breath retention, through meditation, through fasting, through semen retention, of creating the conditions in our environment that are conducive to evolution. I mean, I could talk about these for hours and for days, man. What a joy. I mean, what a miracle that I'm here. I mean, there were so many times that I should have died or died, overdosed. And, it's all coming back to me now is that, I signed up for severe, hardcore drug addiction because that's the only thing that could have taken me to the depths of surrender that I abide at now. And understanding that while it does matter what I do in this world, that ultimately it's all me, that the universe is a hologram, this physical universe is a mirage that we are projecting. We are creating our own reality. And so another aspect of this is abiding in this truth. The feeling, the knowingness of this truth that it's going to be all right. We're here for a little adventure, We're here to play our role. Be lighthearted, have fun. Take everything seriously, how we treat each other seriously, because yes, even though it's a simulation, what you do to another, you're doing to yourself. The universe will send you feedback mechanisms. If you're harming people, karma. This is natural law. I've heard people say, I don't believe in karma. I was like, but do you believe in gravity? Gravity doesn't need your belief to operate. Laws of physics don't need you to believe in them. It would behoove you not to understand these natural laws, that what we put out comes back. So when I'm focused on putting out value like this, putting out content like this, despite being slammed as a journalist, as a reporter, and also feeling like, I spent about 5 years, I felt like I should truly continue to develop myself, and I still feel like that's my highest priority. But I need to be spending hours in meditation, and I'm trying to do that, but also being kind of pushed that I'm under a karmic contract. That I'm here for a reason. Obviously, I'm not of this world, meaning that I'm one of you, we're one of us, we're all one, but that I took birth intentionally with the intention of participating, not sitting back as an active observer, not sitting back as a silent observer, while unfortunately our country is run by pedophiles who are poisoning us, right? Something needs to be done. We need to speak up and say, no, not paying taxes, pedophiles who are poisoning us. The direction of our country, right or left. You cut the head off a dragon, 6 more appear. The lesser of two evils no longer works for me. The old slave master is bad, the new slave master is bad. There's no lesser of two evils. The whole system's a sham. And what do I got to do to get that across? Like, what do we have to do to say no more? Because this is our free will needs to be honored. In this planet, the level of enslavement is... But awakening is here. Awakening from Amnesia, this book. Check it out. I'll put a link in the description, video description. You are an amazing soul. You are a beautiful, powerful being of light. Chase light, not likes. You need no external validation. You and I are one, and man, I see the glow in you. I see the glory in you and the potential. And I love you for staying to the end of this video, even if it's just the AI at this point indexing for the algorithm. I'm going to keep pumping these out for you, for when the time comes for us to step up and, play our role, play our part, and to play it lightheartedly. Try to understand that there's a lot of suffering in this world, and that to transcend suffering is the aim of evolution. The suffering is a feedback mechanism. All suffering and most pain is a feedback mechanism. The universe is trying to give you that you are in alignment with the truth of who you are. And what is the truth of who you are? You aren't this. This isn't real. That's the summation of all spiritual wisdom, the eternal way. You aren't the individual. You aren't the mind. You aren't the body. You are consciousness. Consciousness is formless, groundless, eternal. It is beyond name and form. It is that in which everything lives and moves. It has its being. It's right here, in between us. It's right behind us. It's everywhere and nowhere at the same time. It is the self of all. And we are that, and you are that. And that's why when we suffer, we need to look at where the pain and suffering is in our life and remove these hooks that the world has in us. Whatever these hooks may be, that is telling us that there is still some sort of fulfillment to be wrangled out of the physical world, that the self, the individual is real, that the universe is real. It's not. Let it go. Let it go. Rise up in consciousness. And I don't mean to give you a pep talk, because we are fellow travelers. If there's anything I can do, check out my books. Let me know in the comments. I love you all. Thank you.